we started? Yes. And letting yourself just sink here. Taking note of points of contact in the mat. Keeping the head nice and heavy. Taking note of any tension in the neck and the shoulders, the jaw. Starting from any tension in the face. Trying to melt that away. Having that melting sensation carry through the body. Starting to pay attention to the breath. Inhaling through the nose, maybe exhaling through the mouth. Or you can keep your lips together on the exhale, trying to cultivate a little bit more energy on this morning. Softening the knees and the hips. Taking note of the low back. If you have a giant sway, maybe just thinking about bringing that pubic bone up and forward. Or just letting your abdominals relax, maybe opening up the hips even further. Wherever you are in the breath, exhale. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Go ahead, bring the arms out to the side, bringing the knees up. Feet are going to be hips distance apart. Just taking a moment and windshield wipering the knees from side to side, letting the low back relax. Feet are going to be flexed. Just staying here for a few moments, maybe looking away from the knees. Taking note of where the spiraling sensation is happening in the body and breathing into that point in the spine. Maybe reaching your arms further away from your torso, seeing if you have a little bit more mobility in the shoulders. Then from here, you're gonna bring both legs up. Feet are gonna be hips distance apart. And then just taking a moment, maybe rolling out the ankles, opening up the bottom of the feet. Like having the imagery of pretending that you're in water and just trying to move your feet through water, molasses. Good. Working through the ankles, all those ligaments and tendons that make it a little stuck and tight. And then when you're ready, we're going to come on up to a comfortable seated position. You can actually prop yourself up. We're going to be here for a moment. We're going to do a little bit of a neck opener. Or you could be up on your feet, however you are the most comfortable. We're going to go ahead and start by interlacing our fingers at the base of our spine. And on the inhale, we don't want to think about necessarily flaring our ribs open, but we want to think about taking our elbows nice and wide and opening up the front of our chest and actually bending at our mid-spine. So on the inhale, going up and back just slightly, and then exhale, bringing the elbows together, rounding forward. A few more times. Inhale, elbows go nice and wide, up and back, keeping the bottom of the ribs together. Exhale, forward. A few more times. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. 2 more times. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. Last time. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, coming up, letting your arms come down to the side. You're gonna have, I'm having my left fingertips down, my right hand's gonna come to my ear, and I'm just gonna think about elongating this part of my neck, letting it relax, having a little bit of tension in those left fingers. And then on the exhale, the chin's gonna go down to neutral. And then inhale, that ear is gonna go back over the shoulder. Exhale. Inhale. Letting that chin go neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Ear over. And coming up, we're going to take that to the opposite side. So right fingertips elongated, left fingertips to the right ear. Inhale. And then exhale, bring that chin back to neutral. Inhale, opening up the neck. Exhale, chin to neutral. Inhale, opening up the neck. Exhale, chin to neutral. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Releasing, interlacing your fingers and then bringing the palms up to the ceiling. We're going to take the arms kind of in this circular motion. Feels a little bit awkward. You may have to have your chin go forward. I'm trying to open up the shoulders. My ribs are flared open here in the front. Just trying to have a little bit of mobility between the shoulder blades. And then taking that in the opposite direction. And once you feel even, last thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna take an eagle wrap. My right arm is gonna go underneath the left. If you're not ready for this, you could just kind of, just give yourself a hug. And then from here, we're gonna take a circular sensation to the right, going in one direction. On your own breath. Having those elbows go away from you, but then letting your low back open up when you go into a forward fold. And then when you're ready, go ahead, bring the arms away, going the opposite direction, left arm under right. On the inhale, bringing the elbows up, and then exhale, going around in a circular sensation. Exhale. Inhale, elbows away from you, still having a little bit of energy and life in those fingers. And when you feel even, go ahead, come to sitting in a windshield wiper, knees side to side. This is prepping for our epic hip opener later. Good. Touched on this last week. My right leg is going to be forward, left leg is going to be in line with that hip. If anything, be a little bit behind. I'm going to place my left hand on the hip just to kind of assist that rotation. So on the inhale, internally rotate that thigh bone, that femur. And then on the exhale, I'm going to externally rotate it and soften the front of my chest. Again, inhale, spiraling. Exhale, a few more times, getting deeper each time. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, 2 more times, inhale, exhale, last time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, coming up, taking a gentle stretch to the side, opening up, my elbows on the ground, stretching those intercostal muscles along the ribs, shoulders relaxed, and coming on up, taking it to the opposite side. Knee out to the side or a little bit behind. Right hand on the hip. Good. Internally rotating and bringing the chest up. And then externally rotating, softening the chest. Inhale, spiraling up. Exhale. Kind of warming up our hips here. Inhale up. Exhale. And a little WD-40 for our pelvis. A few more times. Inhale up. Exhale. Last time, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Let's go ahead and just go immediately into a child's pose. Toes together, knees nice and wide. Fingers spread out in front of you. Letting go of any tension in the neck or the shoulders, massaging your third eye. Letting that tailbone drip down your spine, working its way through the floor. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up onto all fours, taking a few cat-cows here. So on the inhale, bringing the chin up, and then on the exhale, rounding out. A few more times. Inhale, chin goes up. Exhale, rounding out. Again, inhale, chin goes up. Exhale, rounding out. Last time, inhale, chin goes up. Exhale, rounding out. Inhale, coming to neutral, and then think about looking over. I'm looking over my left shoulder to my left hip, and then taking that to the opposite side. So trying to open up that side body just a little bit. Almost like if I were a cute little dog named Midas that I was wagging my tail from side to side. Jill, I forgot your dog's name. You're going to have to tell Francisco or Francisco. Going side to side. And then from there, you can actually almost take it in like a circular sensation. So combining that cat-cow with that wagging, going in one direction. This is a little bit more cat-like. And then going in the opposite direction. Still connecting with your breath. Maybe your spine is a system in place that feels a little stiff, so we're trying to loosen it up a little bit. Opening up the wrist, having your fingers facing your knees. Good. Shifting your weight back and forth. Or coming up onto the tops of the hands. One hand, then the other. Whew. I do this every day and it still hurts. Another thing that we could do here to open up the shoulders is come back to neutral and then bend one elbow down to the mat and then the other, and then look over the shoulder of the hand that is not bending or away from the elbow that's bending. Seeing if that starts to open up the space in the shoulder blades. Taking this a few more times. And then we're going to tuck the toes, coming to a gentle downward facing dog. Heels go down, bending the knees. Think about keeping your spine nice and straight here. Giving yourself a moment to open up your calves, kind of the bottom of your feet. Tailbone up, or sits bones, I should say, up to the ceiling as much as possible. Fingers spread nice and wide. And just cleaning it up here for a moment. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, bending the knees, walking your hands back toward your feet, grabbing either elbow, swaying from side to side, letting your low back relax. Oh, interlacing your fingers behind you. Shaking out your head, yes, no. Maybe straightening out one leg and then the other. Letting go of your fingers, bending your knees. We're gonna roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head's the last thing to come up. Keeping your arms down because we're actually gonna take a few roll downs. So dropping the chin down, bending your knees, opening up. And then when you're ready, retrograding that movement, opening up the low back. Taking this maybe one or two more times on your own. Try and open up that lumbar spine. And we're going to meet in a high plank. Core nice and engaged. Continuing to stay here. Taking Vashisthasana. Coming on the outside of the right foot. Option to stack the feet on top of one another or drop down onto a knee. Lifting up the pelvis. Nice straight line, head in line with the spine. And then coming back down and opposite side. Core nice and engaged for 3, 2, 1. Coming back down, dropping down onto your knees, shifting your weight back just for a moment. Then we're going to peel the pubic bone forward, coming into this variation of upward facing dog. If you need to take a low cobra first, you can do that. Or just staying here, keeping the pelvis nice and heavy. My knees are making contact. My legs are a little bit wider too than they would normally be. Continuing to stay here, softening that mid-spine for 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Seat to heels, downward facing dog. Bending the knees, walking your feet toward the front of the mat, taking a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms coming up. Looking back, pelvis forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg goes back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, rolling forward into a high plank. Exhale, dropping down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you're up for it. Inhale, low cobra, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing the right leg up, toes facing down at first, hips square, kneecaps pulled up. Trying to open up that left calf. And then when you're ready, lifting up that right leg, bending the knee, rolling out the ankle. Inhale, bringing the right leg up. Exhale, bringing the foot through in between the hands, untucking the back toes, coming into a low lunge. Go ahead, hooking the thumbs, shoulders nice and relaxed, or interlacing your fingers at the base of your spine, relaxing the shoulders. Gaze goes up for 3, pelvis driving forward, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring your fingertips down, tucking the back toes. The left hand goes down, right arm goes up into a gentle twist. Try to keep that pelvis square. Then placing that right arm down, coming back to neutral, left arm goes up. And then take that one more time. Fingertips down, and then right arm up. And then exhale, fingertips down, left arm up. Exhale, placing both fingertips down, having that knee come back onto the mat. We're gonna grab, if you can, grab same arm as foot. I should say same hand as foot. If that doesn't feel good for you, you could just take a spinal twist away, away from that back leg. Good, continuing to stay here, opening up the front of the chest. And then option for that right arm to reach up and back for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Option to take a flow before we go to the opposite side. Inhale, left leg lifts up, toes facing down, opening up that right calf. And then kicking the left leg up, opening up the hip, bending the knee. Inhale, extending the leg forward, bringing the foot through in between the hands, untucking the toes, hooking the thumbs, interlacing your fingers at the base of your spine, elbows go nice and wide, shoulders relaxed. Staying here for 3. Keep that left hip back, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring the fingertips down, coming up onto the back toes. Keeping that knee nice and straight. Right arm stays down, left arm comes up into a gentle twist. Relaxing the neck. And then bring that left hand down, right arm goes up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, fingertips down, right arm up. And exhale. From here, bringing the toes down and coming up, trying to make contact, same arm as foot, or just taking a gentle twist, opening up the chest and the shoulders. Exhale, option for that left arm to go up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale up and back. And exhale, letting go, stepping back. Downward facing dog, option to take a float here. From downward facing dog, we're gonna bend our knees. And then looking forward, stepping or jumping to the front of our mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, looking up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. So from here, I'm going to take my feet hips distance apart. We're going to do this variation of chair and child's chair pose and diver's pose. You can have the feet apart. You can have the inside of the feet together, whatever feels best for you. So on the inhale, taking the arms up, seat back, coming into our chair pose or variation thereof. On the inhale, we're going to bring the chest up. And then on the exhale, we're going to lower down but pick up the heels. And then on the inhale, guiding the heels down, bringing that chest back up. And then exhale forward, picking up the heels. Inhale, heels down, chest up. Strengthening our back. Exhale forward, picking up the heels. Inhale, bringing the chest up. Exhale forward, heels up. Last time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bringing the heels up. Inhale, bringing the chest up one last time. Exhale, forward fold. Shaking out the head, yes and no. Bending the knees, rolling up, arms around the outside, looking up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an IT band stretch here. So I'm going to stay in the diagonal. So I am going to have my right leg behind my left leg. Then I'm going to be kind of on the outside of my right leg. From here, my fingertips are going to go on the left diagonal, and then I'm going to take a gentle forward fold. My left knee is bent. And then think about keeping that right hip pulling back. This is a really good stretch for our QL, our IT band of that right leg. And then if you're starting to get a little bit comfortable, you could take those fingers further back in the diagonal, more so to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, coming back to neutral, releasing, having both feet go down. Then the left foot is going to go on the back of the right foot. I'm going to be on the outside of my left foot. This right knee is going to be bent. Fingertips are going to be on the right diagonal, and my left hip stays back. Exhale. Inhale, sits bones up to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, going deeper. Inhale, coming back to neutral, bringing your feet to hips distance apart, coming into a squat pose. Toes are going to go out in a diagonal, slowly lowering the pelvis down, widening your feet if needed, hands to heart center. Exhale. Letting that low back open up. Inhale. Exhale. Here, the outside of our right hand is going to go down. Our left hand is going to go onto our knee. And then we're going to try to straighten that left arm, letting that left QL, that lower back muscle that gets super tight, to nicely open. Spiraling the chest open for 3, 2, 1. Coming back to neutral, taking it to the opposite side. Back of the left hand onto the ground. Right hand pushes away. Right arm tries to straighten. Spiraling the chest up. Low back opening for 3, 2. Pressing that knee open. 1. And exhale. Go ahead, walking to the front of your mat, taking a gentle forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, looking up at thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg goes back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing the torso up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing the right leg up. Exhale, bringing the foot through in between the hands. Rotate the back heel down, bringing both arms up. Coming into warrior one, squaring off those hips, reaching the arms up, back kneecap nice and lifted. Inhale. Exhale, deepening the bend of the front knee. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go ahead, straighten that front knee. We're actually going to prepare for a flat back Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So we're actually going to shorten our stance. My feet are also not in line with one another as if it was on a balance beam. They are on train tracks, so there's a little bit of space in between. So from here, reaching up, we're going to come back with a flat back, lifting up and out of the pelvis, shoulders relaxed for 3, 2, 1, and relaxing into pyramid pose. Option to have that front knee nice and bent. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bending the knee, looking forward. We're actually going to open up into a warrior two. So you may want to bring that front leg a little bit more forward. Cartwheel the arms open, reaching in opposite direction, re-straightening that front knee, bottom of the ribs together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, interlacing your fingers behind you. And this clasp is actually going to be going away from the front knee. So it's on the left side of my hip. Yeah, there's my left. Okay. So from here, coming up, and then on the exhale, taking this variation on humble warrior, where our right shoulder is going to go on the inside of the right knee. So diving forward and letting that low back open up, bring your chin to your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Option to stay here or to take side angle A. Right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Inhale. Exhale, spiraling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pressing down to that front leg, straightening the front knee, reaching back into reverse triangle pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, stepping it back, downward facing dog, taking a flow. And preparing for the other side. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, bringing the foot through. In between hands, rotate the back heel down. Coming into warrior one. Arms up. Exhale. Inhale, shoulders relaxing down your spine. Exhale. One more time, back knee lifted. Inhale. Exhale. Here we're going to shorten our stance, so straightening that front leg. I'm going to walk my front leg in, just because there's a couch in front of me. And then from here, reaching up out of the pelvis, feet are hips distance apart, coming into our forward fold for 3, 2, 1, rounding the spine, Parsvottanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bending the front knee, looking forward, walking that foot back into its traditional place to go. Cartwheel the arms up into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, interlacing your fingers behind your back, going onto the right side of your hip, away from that front knee, lifting up the chest. And on the exhale, placing the shoulder on the inside of the knee. Humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Option to stay here, to take side angle A, placing that left arm inside of that left foot. Right fingertips up, spiraling the chest open for 3, 2, 1. Coming on up, straightening that front knee, strong moment, reverse Trikonasana. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, stepping it back, downward facing dog. Option to take a flow. We are going to take that one more time, being mindful of the systems that we have in place that protect us, but may also hold us back. We're also going to add 2 little variations in there. So inhale, bringing the right leg up. Exhale, bringing the foot through. In between the hands, rotate the back heel down. Bringing both arms up, shoulders relaxed. Warrior 1. Inhale, reaching up. And then on your exhale, straightening that front knee, squaring out the hips, repositioning the feet if needed. Reaching up with both arms and then coming back into a flat back. In Parsvottanasana, you could stay here, or you could take a gentle twist by having the right arm go up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Placing the fingertips down, walking that foot back into a traditional warrior 2 stance. Cartwheel the arms up. Inhale, straightening that front knee, interlacing your fingers behind you on the left side of your hip, away from that front knee. Rebending the knee, coming into humble warrior. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, option come into side angle A. Any variations welcome. You can take a half bind, full bind, whatever feels best for you. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. And releasing down, using your core, straightening the front leg, reaching up and back. Trikonasana. Cartwheel the hands down. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Option to take a flow, one last side. And on the inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, bring the foot through. In between the hands, rotate the back heel down. Both arms up, warrior 1. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Exhale. Inhale, straightening that front knee, maybe walking that front foot in. Squaring off the hips, coming into a flat back for 3, 2, 1. Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. Option to take a twist or revolve pyramid. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lowering those fingertips down, walking that left leg forward, back into warrior 2. Cartwheel the arms up, and then interlacing your fingers behind you, placing on the right side of your hip, bringing the chest up, and on the exhale, shoulder on the inside of the knee for humble warrior. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Releasing, coming into side angle A. Option to take any variations, half bind, full bind. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, releasing. Exhale. Coming back up into a warrior 2. Straighten that front knee, coming into reverse Trikonasana. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. I just wanted to come out of that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, downward facing dog. Taking one last flow of class, if that feels good for you. And then coming onto our knees, taking puppy pose to start. So bringing the hips up, arms are gonna be out in front of us. Bringing the chin down or the forehead down, opening up the front of the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we're gonna come into dolphin pose. So you're gonna interlace your fingers, or you can actually have your hands flat on the mat, however you feel best for you. And then from here, we're just gonna come up onto the elbows and then maybe walk our feet for closer to our elbows. Still trying to keep your chest nice and open. If you have a forearm stand, you're more than welcome to take it here. You can also just practice by having one leg come up and then the other. Be safe. I don't think anybody wants to go to a hospital right now. Continuing to stay here for 3, 2, 1. And then bringing your knees down, coming up to sitting onto your knees. I'm sure we all had perfect forearm stands. Just kidding. Okay, so we are now going to do our epic hip opener. Option 1, the easier option, if this seems like it's going to be miserable to you, is to take a traditional frog where you're going to be on your stomach, the feet are going to be together, knees are going to be nice and wide, and you're literally just going to hang out here nice and relaxed. The more drastic option is going to be to start out on your hands, and then you're just going to slide. I have my left leg sliding out, doesn't matter what leg is sliding out. It's going to slide out. You want to keep your core engaged. Try to keep your pelvis, your pubic bone back. You don't want it to go forward. And then from here, you're slowly going to walk those knees away from one another. As we lower ourselves down, we really want to try to be mindful that our thigh bone and our lower leg bones technically, are at a 90-degree angle. We could stay up here. Again, we don't want that pelvis to go forward because that would be cheating. We want to think about that pelvis going back, flexing your feet as well because you want to protect all those ligaments at your knee. And then from there, lowering yourself down onto your elbows if that feels good for you. Just be mindful of the difference between good pain and bad pain. If you feel it in your knees, maybe take option 1. Otherwise, we're going to hang out here for about 30 seconds. Exhale. If this is really easy for you, you can go flat onto your stomach and relax. Good for you if you can do that. Okay. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think about the pelvis going back toward your heels instead of down to the ground. Oh. Maybe closing your eyes, deepening your breath, trying to trust the breath here as much as a sensation, maybe even more so. Continuing to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, how to get out of it, I'm simply just going to shift my weight forward. I'm not going to try to get out of it the way that I came into it. So I'm literally going to kind of drag my torso forward and roll onto one side because we're going to sit up into a seated twist. Woo. You guys did it. Okay. Oh. Morning hips. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. That's why we did the hip warm up in the morning. Oof. All right. Left leg is going to be under, or it could be straight. Right leg is going to be on top. You can hug that knee in, create a stop sign with the left arm, whatever feels best for you. But on the inhale, lengthening, and then exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, coming up to neutral. Exhale, taking it to the opposite side. Inhale, coming up. And then just taking it, switching across the legs. Left leg's on top, right leg's on the bottom. You could extend it forward if you need. And then just giving that left knee a gentle hug. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, twisting in the opposite direction. Inhale, coming back up to neutral. We're just gonna take, actually we will do a half pigeon, personal half pigeon, but first I wanna do this extended Baddha Konasana. So heels are gonna be further away from you than a traditional Baddha Konasana. Elbows are gonna go under the knees, and then our hands are gonna try to make contact with our ankles. Dropping the head down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly bringing yourself up, bringing those heels a little bit further away from you. Taking a variation like what we did with the squat, where this right arm is extended and pressing my left knee away with the left hand as the left arm straightens. And then I should feel a nice stretch in my QL here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. On the exhale, taking it in the opposite direction. So placing that knee, pressing it away from your torso. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up to neutral. Now we're gonna do half pigeon on the right. So, left leg's gonna go behind, in line with your hip, setting up this right leg however it feels best for you, squaring off the hips. Option to take a figure 4 on your back, as always. Squaring off the hips and the shoulders. When you're ready, slowly lowering yourself down onto your elbows. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times right here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Option to stay here, or you could deepen or take a twist here, deepening the posture, threading that right arm underneath the left, and then just letting your shoulders relax. Exhale. Maybe threading, if that right arm is threaded through, walk the fingertips even further away from you. For 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, slowly bringing yourself up. Last thing we're gonna do, full expression of the pose, trying to make contact with that back foot. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring the torso up, bring that back leg round to the front. Windshield wipering those knees side to side, and then we'll prepare for the opposite side. Having that right leg in line with your hip, left leg bent forward, squaring off the hips and the shoulders, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more times, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. Option to stay here, or you could thread that left arm underneath the right, having those fingertips reaching away from you, taking a gentle stretch in those shoulders. Staying here, relaxing for 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming up. Option to take the full expression of the pose, making contact with that back foot. Opening up the shoulders, squaring off the hips. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly coming up, releasing. Bring that leg forward, windshield wipering the knees side to side. I'm gonna take a camel, 2 bridges, and we'll slowly start to wrap it up. So before we do camel, just taking a quick neutralizer, back into downward facing dog. Taking a moment here just to really make it playful. Make it your own, opening up the hips, the pelvis. Taking note of how the body feels differently. And then placing the knees down, come to standing onto the knees. So for camel pose, option 1, just having the fingertips here, having your gaze go up, shoulders stay nice and open, opening up the front of the chest, bending at the mid-back. This may be enough for you. You want to start to take it a little bit further. You can look into the back wall, you can reach for your feet, opening up the front of the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Trying to bring your pelvis forward. Inhale. Exhale. Bending at the mid-spine. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Without twisting, coming up in one piece. Exhale, bringing seat to heels, hands to heart center. If it feels good, you can actually take a traditional hero's pose. Having the pelvis go down, moving maybe your calves out of the way. See if this helps open up your knees. Whew. Maybe your quadriceps. Hands to heart center, feeling your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly bringing yourself up, very gently making your way onto your back. Legs out in front of you, core nice and engaged, and bringing your knees into your chest. Feet are going to be down, toes are going to be in, heels are going to be out. Taking 2 bridges here, pressing down through the feet, shimmying your shoulders underneath. Exhale. Inhale, softening the front of your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale, releasing the fingers, lowering yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae. Windshield wipering your knees from side to side. We're going to take round 2. So feet are going to be flat, toes are going to be in, heels are going to be out. And then when you're ready, or taking wheel pose, whatever you feel feels best for you. And pressing down through the feet, coming up. Any variations, welcome here. Aware of your throat, maybe pressing up, constricting a little bit of space there, but opening up your chest. Staying for 3, 2, 1. Releasing the hands, slowly lowering yourself down. Taking any last postures that you may need, last 30 seconds of class. Another twist, take shoulder stand, fish pose, or just make your way into final Shavasana. We have longer than 30 seconds. Today I'm going to walk you through a quick fish pose. So legs are going to be out. Hands are, I personally love doing this with a block and placing it at like my low back and simply resting my spine along it. I don't have a block where I am. So from here, I actually have my hands underneath my hips, palms facing down onto the mat. I'm up on my elbows, and then inside of my legs are zipped together, as if my toes are pointed, but then my toes go back. I lift up my arch, and then the top of my head makes contact with the mat, opening up that throat that we just closed in the bridge pose. Still having pressure in the elbows, supporting your upper spine, letting that throat open, mid-spine open, ribs could flare open here. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing the chin up, bringing yourself down onto the mat. Now we can take final Shavasana. Option, have your legs go up onto a couch or a chair here. Use your furniture accordingly. Or just letting your body relax into whatever surface you happen to be on. Viewing any thoughts that may come up as clouds. Simply acknowledge and just let them pass by, detached from you. Not dominating anything. Simply floating away. Staying present and connected to the body and the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 3 counts. 2, 3. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2 and 3. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Holding it at the top. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly start to move organically, your fingers, your toes, waking up the muscles of the face. Rolling onto one side. When you're ready, coming up to a comfortable seated position, like in the beginning of class. Bringing your hands to heart center. Coming back to this idea of not just rising to our goals, but relying on our systems. And checking in to make sure that those systems that we have in place really get us to where we want to be. Namaste. Okay. Thank you, guys. Well done. Enjoy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Drink water. I hope your hips are okay. We never have to do that again if you hate it. But stay well, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.